The mountainous borders of Spain contain the origins of the prestigious surname Nava. The original bearer of the name Nava, which is a local surname, once lived, held land, or was born in the beautiful region of Spain. In Spain, hereditary surnames were adopted according to fairly general rules, and during the late Middle Ages, names that were derived from localities became increasingly widespread. Local names originally denoted the proprietorship of the village or estate. The Nava family originally lived in the northern Spanish province of Navarra. The place name Navarra is derived from the Basque word Nava or Nava, which means plain near the mountains. The surname Nava was first found in Aragon, an important Christian kingdom of medieval Spain. The surname Nava has multiple origins, including a Spanish Catalan and Asturian-Leonese habitational name, as well as Basque origins. The habitational form of the surname Nava comes from places named Nava, which means treeless plateau. The word Nava is of pre-Roman origin and may come from the Basque word Nava, which means plain next to mountains. The mountainous borders of Spain contain the origins of the prestigious surname Gonzales. The surname Gonzales is a Spanish patronymic that means son of Gonzalo. The name comes from the Visigothic name Gundisolv, which is a combination of the words gunco battle or war and alfelf. The name can also mean war hall, noble warrior, soldier, or castle guard.
The surname Padilla was first found in Castile, the medieval Christian kingdom of northern Spain that led the reconquest of the Iberian peninsula from the Muslims. The surname Padilla has multiple origins, including Spanish and Native American. The Spanish form of the surname Padilla is a habitational name that originated from minor places in the provinces of Burgos, Guadalajara, and Valladolid in Spain. The name comes from the Spanish word padilla, which means frying pan or bread pan. The word padilla comes from the Latin word patella, which is a diminutive of patina, meaning shallow dish. The word was used topographically to describe a village built in a gentle depression. The Native American form of the surname Padilla is also found among Native Americans, mainly Pueblos, in the United States. The surname Casaus was first found in Aragon, an ancient kingdom of Spain. The surname Casaus is a Catalan variant of Casals. It was found in the United States and Scotland between 1841 and 1920, with one family living in New Mexico in 1880. The surname Casals is a Catalan surname that is the plural form of the surname Casal, which means house. The surname Casal has multiple origins. The topographic form of the name originated from the late Latin word casali, which means hut cottage. The habitational form of the name originated from any of several places called Casal. The surname Casaus is also a variant of the surname de las Casas. The surname de las Casas is a Spanish and Portuguese variant of the surname Casas, with the preposition de meaning from. The surname Casas is the plural form of casa and is often used as a topographic or habitational name. Bartolomé de las Casas, who was born in 1484 and died in 1566, was a Spanish Dominican friar and former conquistador who is associated with the surname de las Casas. He was born in Seville, Spain, to a merchant family and was the first to expose the oppression of indigenous peoples by Europeans in the Americas. He also called for the abolition of slavery in the Americas. He wrote History of the Indies, which is a primary source for the life of Christopher Columbus and the Spanish settlements in the West Indies.
The surname Montoya is of Spanish and Basque origin and translates to hills and valleys. It originated in a hamlet near Villa in the Basque region of Spain and spread south during the Reconquest. The name was often given to people who lived in hilly or valley regions as a way to identify their place of origin. The surname Cardenas is a Spanish habitational name that comes from places named Cardenas in the provinces of Almería and La Rioja. The name comes from the feminine plural of the word cardeno, which means blue or bluish-purple. The word cardeno comes from the late Latin word cardenas, which comes from the word cardas, which means thistle. The name may refer to land covered with bluish plants, such as thistles or vines.
The surname Mondragon is a Spanish and Basque habitational name that translates to Dragon Mountain in Castilian and Aricade in Basque. It comes from the town of Mondragon in the Gipuzkoa province of the Basque country.
The surname Quintana is a Spanish habitational name. The name comes from the Spanish word Quintana, which means country house. It was commonly used by families who lived in or near rural areas or agricultural lands. The name is most common in Spain, Mexico, and other Latin American countries. The name has been passed down through generations and is often associated with the family's ancestral occupation or geographic location. The surname Ramirez is a Spanish patronymic name that means son of Ramiro. It has Germanic origins and is commonly associated with people of Spanish or Hispanic descent. The name originated with the Visigoths, a Germanic tribe that settled in the Iberian Peninsula in the 5th century. The correct spelling in Spanish includes an acute accent on the I, but this is often omitted in English. In Spain, Ramirez is the 28th most common surname, and in the United States it is the 42nd most common. In Mexico, it is the 9th most common surname. The name has spread to other regions of the world through migration and globalization.
The surname Luhan is a Spanish habitational name that originated in Lujan, a town in the Huesca province. In the United States, the name is also found among Native American populations, such as the Navajos and Pueblos. The Spanish surname Lujan is derived from a local name place in the region of Aragon in northern Spain. The surname Lujan is formed by the elements ui, which comes from the Basque language and means pasto, or pasture, and the locative suffix an, all of which is preceded by the prefix l. The surname Lujan was first found in an agricultural community near the district of Boltana in Aragon. Between 1880 and 1920, there were many Lujan families in the United States, with New Mexico having the largest concentration, with 627 families in 1880.
The surname Archuleta is a Castilianized version of the Basque name Archuleta, which comes from the place name Archuleta. The name is made up of the following Basque words. Eretz means oak tree, Zabal means wide, Eta indicates plurality. The name translates to wide place where oak trees grow. The Ian Archuleta was dropped at some point, and the surname is not found in Spain. The Archuleta family can be traced back to Queen Isabella of Spain. Between 1871 and 1920, the Archuleta family name was found in the United States and Scotland. In 1880, about 83% of all recorded Archuletas in the United States lived in New Mexico. The surname Marquez is a Spanish patronymic that means son of Marcos or Marcus. It is derived from the given name Marco, which has Latin origins. The Portuguese equivalent of the surname is Marques. The name was first recorded in Castile, Spain in the 14th century. The name's popularity is linked to Saint Mark, the evangelist and author of the Second Gospel. There are approximately 78,000 people with the surname Marquez living in the United States. The name is also found in France. The surname Compos is a Spanish and Portuguese topographic name that means fields. It's used to identify people who lived in the countryside or worked in agriculture or farming. The name likely originated in a region of Spain with a vast countryside. The name Compos became a symbol of heritage for agricultural families, representing their connection to the land and traditions. The surname Vargas is of Spanish origin and has multiple meanings and origins. The habitational form of the name may have originated from Vargas, a place in the Cantabria province of Spain. The topographical form of the name may have originated from the plural of the word varga, which means steep slope, thatched hut, or fenced pastureland that becomes waterlogged in winter. This may indicate that the person lived on or near agricultural land that flooded in the winter. The Sephardic Jewish form of the name may have originated from the Jewish community of Cantabria, Spain. Descendants of this family now live in Spain and Latin America. The surname Gallegos was first found in Galicia, in the northwestern region of the Iberian Peninsula. The surname Gallegos is derived from the Spanish surname Gallego. Gallego is a Spanish surname. It is a regional name denoting someone from Galicia. Gallego traces its roots back to the Celtic tribes that settled in the northern part of the Iberian Peninsula in the 3rd century BC. The province of Galicia was formed when the Romans conquered the area around 137 BC. Gallego was also found in northern Italy, which today incorporates the provinces of Cremona, Brescia, Pisa, and the city of Florence. Gallegos is a habitational name from any of numerous places called Gallegos, originally denoting a place settled by people from Galicia. The Gallegos family name was found in the USA, the UK, Canada, and Scotland between 1841 and 1920. The most Gallegos families were found in USA in 1880. In 1880, there were 1,510 Gallegos families living in New Mexico. This was about 88% of all the recorded Gallegos in the USA.